All right. Hi, everyone. We're back with more Metal Slug. This time, Metal Slug 6. So, yeah, this is the seventh Metal Slug game of the series, Um and the first outside the Neo Geo. And it's actually the last Metal Slug game that came out on the arcades. So, very good game. It changes things a bit compared to the other Metal Slugs, and it's the one that I find changed the most compared to the difference between Metal Slug 2 versus X versus 4 versus 3. Like they're incremental, but 6 changes the systems quite a bit. So we're gonna go over it and we'll see how it goes. It's not an easy one, CC. I practiced it this week and hopefully it goes well. But yeah, let's get to it. So this one came out on the Thomas Wave. So the first, as I said, outside the Neo Geo. We're gonna play on hard. I mean, hard is just you're gonna see the final stage. Easy, it's like you play the first 4 missions. Hard is where you see the ending. And basically, there are 4 characters, the original cast plus 2 extra. So the original cast is basically Theo, Marco, Tarma, and Eri. So we're gonna choose Theo because she's the master of weapons. The other ones have different characteristics, like Eri, for example, has double the bombs. And Marco has a better pistol. Anyway, every character is different in their own right. I like Theo because she gets 50% more weapons. And for the routing, actually, I prefer to play as her because she gets a lot of weapons. And the weapons are very important in this game. So first stage is relatively straightforward. It's like every Metal Slug game. First stage is not a big deal. It's kind of just introduces you to the game. We don't see a lot of different enemies, so these enemies, we've seen them through the whole series. So it doesn't really change anything. So the announcer is different compared to the other Metal Slug games. So you don't hear the rocket launcher anymore. Here he says it properly, which is a bummer because the other announcer had a lot of character to him. So the biggest change in this game is the weapon system. So basically you have 2 weapons as opposed to Metal Slug, the other Metal Slug where you only could carry 1 weapon. So carrying 2 weapons, it's good for strategy because you can actually route it in a way that for the bosses, for example, or for certain screens, you can choose certain weapons versus the others. So this screen you can choose to actually hit this mid boss, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna stay in the safe spot. It's good for scoring, but since we're not going for score, this is not important. Okay, we're gonna take a slug. Yeah. So as I said, the biggest change is the weapon system. So you can carry 2 weapons. And you change them by basically using a button where you switch the weapons. When you carry a weapon and you switch to another weapon, you always get rid of the weapon that you didn't have. So it's very important to keep in mind. So yeah, the differences between the characters, as I said, so Theo gets 50% more weapons. Eri gets twice as many bombs as the others. Marco has a good pistol, very powerful pistol. Tarma is the vehicle specialist. And the Ikari Warriors characters, Ralph and Clark, Ralph has actually, he can take 2 hits. And he has a Vulcan punch, and Clark has basically a throw that gets him invincible, and he gets a lot of score. So he's a scoring character. Those are the main differences. And this is the first boss. So first boss, we do it the Metal Slug 1 style. We just spam bombs and weapons. Very easy.
Great. Mission complete.
Second mission. So second mission is, it reminds me a little bit of the first Metal Slug game. Especially the music. It's a remix of Metal Slug 1. The second stage of Metal Slug 1.
Laser gun. Thank you. Okay.
So we got a laser here. So these enemies are a bit tanky. Yeah, and they throw bombs and they're a little bit scary because you never know where that bomb is gonna land. So here we're gonna skip this section. In this game, you can skip some sections. You don't have to kill all the enemies to get past the screens. So we're gonna do that just for safety. So here we meet our aliens that we met on Metal Slug X when you saw earlier, and they don't play a big part in this game, but they introduced them in this stage. Oh my god! Wow. I think I used too much too much laser. So here we're gonna take our friend the donkey. So this screen is a bit tricky. So we're gonna take the Zainetsu sword. So this is the first time the Zainetsu sword is introduced to the game, to the series. It's a very powerful melee weapon. And yeah, it's very useful for boss fights because it deals a lot of damage. Does the tank design? No, it's the same. It's the same design. Yeah, the Metal Slug is the same. It works the same way. You take 3 hits. But it introduces different vehicles. So we're gonna see different vehicles later. Okay, this screen is very sketchy, so that's why I'm worried. Okay, good. Yeah, these aliens are very, very difficult to dodge. Okay, good. Now here you have to do it a certain way, otherwise you're gonna get overwhelmed and it's very easy to die. So I'm doing a very specific strat here to kill enemies in a certain order. Okay, good. That was a good screen. Alright. Okay, on to the boss. So I kept these 2 weapons. The Zainetsu sword and the flame shock for a reason, because this boss actually requires these 2 weapons, so I can kill him relatively quickly. Otherwise it becomes very tricky. If you stay for a long time with this boss, it's very, very difficult. Yeah, he starts throwing weapons at you and stuff, so... Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna use the Zainetsu sword now, just spam it. Nice, that was a good fight. That was a good boss fight. That's why when you have 2 weapons, actually it's very useful for the bosses. As long as you don't die, because if you die, actually you lose all your weapons. So it's important to not die, especially in Metal Slug games. And Metal Slug, obviously, you don't get extents. You only get 3 lives, and that's it. So that was a good stage 2. Stage 2 is a tricky one. Thankfully, we got through it. Here we're gonna get a little cutscene. I'm gonna let it play just, I guess, to show the story a little bit. So we have our friend Morden, and now we have a new species, a new alien species called the Invaders. They're the new villains in this game. So we have our aliens who became friends with Morden, and apparently they got invaded by another evil alien species. So now the new enemy is these guys, and they're gonna get introduced in the next stage. Anyway, this is flashback. He's telling you that, yeah, that's we need to save the world, because otherwise they're gonna take over.
Mission 3.
All right, so this is I guess Chinatown. These invader aliens are a bit tricky. So here we just push our way. We just gonna kill the enemies that we need to kill. We're not gonna go and try to like kill all the aliens. Take the Zainetsu sword. I'm gonna switch between the Zainetsu sword and the shotgun. I like to kill these aliens. You can actually skip these aliens, but most of them. But I prefer to just wait and kill them. Anyway, just to avoid because they can usually do 2 attacks. Some like the first attack is just like throw these grubs at you. The second one is ram into you like this, like Sonic the Hedgehog. They also have another attack, which is they extend their heads at you when you're close. So I'm gonna make sure that you know I'm taking the safest route possible. So we skip this guy. Okay, we go and skip this guy as well. Alright, this screen is a bit tricky. Oh my god, yeah, it's very difficult to actually predict the movement. I thought I died over there. So these aliens actually take... Yeah, we're gonna stay in the safe spot. Oh, that was good. But that was scary because the behavior of these guys are very unpredictable. Because when they charge at you, they actually can pick you up. So thankfully we avoided a big catastrophe. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this screen is also scary. Alright, so we're good.
Shotgun.
Nice.
Shotgun.
Okay. The screen is relatively easy. So we pick up the 2 machine gun. So as I said, the Theo gets the 50% more ammo than the others, which is very helpful. So we're gonna pick up this weapon for the rest of the stage. Just gonna stay in the safe spot here.
2 machine guns.
The 2 machine gun. So there's like 3 safe spots over there. You can choose to shoot them if you want to score, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna take the Zainetsu sword. We're just gonna use it against this guy. And we're good. On to the boss. Okay, this boss is scary. Usually I have the strats pretty good, but you never know. You never know because he's such a he's such an unpredictable punk. His name is Brain Robot. So we're gonna try to do a quick kill on him. That's why we picked up the 2 machine gun. 2 machine gun is very, very useful. Yeah, this is a good pattern. It's actually the pattern that lets you deal a lot of damage. Because the 2 machine gun actually deals a lot of damage to this boss. Nice. Okay, that was good. That was a very good boss fight. So you have to know. So his patterns are RNG, but you need to know exactly which attack he's gonna do. He telegraphs them, but he only gives you a little bit of a heads up. And yeah, that's stage 3. All right, stage 3 is thankfully we didn't lose any life, so that's actually pretty good. Stage 4 is very tricky. One screen actually is the hardest screen in the game, which we will see later. Yeah, thank you for the raid, Rara Storm. Welcome everyone. So yeah, we're doing some Metal Slug 6.
Enemy chaser. Enemy chaser.
And we gotta stay in this safe spot here, just because yeah, dealing with enemies here is these enemies are a pain because they do like the Sonic Hedgehog spin dash, and staying in that part is very safe. Okay, so what we're gonna do here. This is the hardest screen in the game. So let's see how it goes.
Enemy chaser. Super grenade.
I have a little strat, but it's not guaranteed.
Enemy chaser. Enemy chaser.
Oh my god, no, I wanted to jump. Oh, that sucks.
Heavy machine gun.
Okay, it's fine. We only lost 1 life, which is fine. Thankfully, yeah, that was an avoidable death actually. Okay, these guys are a pain. So the trick with this part is basically you have to get rid of those little one-eyed enemies. So if you get rid of them, the invaders stop spawning. But it's a bit of a tricky stage, it's a tricky screen, so you have to get lucky anyway. So here, this is the only auto-scroller in the game, and it's quite short and easy.
Heavy machine gun.
It's kind of like a break. It gives you a little break from the game. We just need to make sure not to take any damage. And we're good, okay. Gonna stay in the safe spot. Alright, we're good. Let's stay here. Okay. This is the hardest enemy in the game. Just need to dodge him very carefully. Actually, he's one of the hardest enemies if you bother him. If you keep shooting at him, he gets mad and he starts spamming the projectiles at you. So it's kind of the hardest if you bother him. But if you don't bother him, he just does these attacks, which is pretty easy to dodge. Alright, so good.
Grenade.
Alright, on to the boss. So the boss of stage 4 is easy, but he can actually do a couple of things, a couple of patterns that can throw off the run. But we'll see what he's gonna give us.
Laser gun.
Okay, the first part, good. Okay, we'll see. This is gonna determine if it's gonna be an easy fight or a difficult fight. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. That's actually very good. Okay, this is a good pattern. We're gonna be able to just do a lot of damage to him with the laser. Nice. Okay, the last phase, usually he starts shooting projectiles at us, and typically this is actually easy. Nice, and he's dead. Yeah, Centipede can be tricky, but he gave us very good patterns. And with the grenade launcher and the laser, he actually takes a lot of damage, and yeah, the fight becomes very easy. The only pattern that he can do that can throw off the whole fight is the pattern when he spawns from the left and he starts shooting projectiles at you, and those are random. All right, on to the stage 5. Stage 5 is the final mission. You would think that the final mission would be like we're close to the ending, but actually we're just halfway through the game. Final mission is kind of like a... I would say this game is very good in terms of pacing up until the final stage.
Heavy machine gun.
Yeah, but the final stage is kind of like a very, very slow, paced mission. Okay, we're gonna have to go here, get this, okay, get to the safe spot. So the trick with this mission is you have to be very disciplined, very, very disciplined. Don't spawn the screens too fast. So yeah, you're gonna see me do this a lot, like just scroll the screen little by little. Yeah, these enemies are tricky. These guys, they'll be, we call them the... Okay. Here, do this, bait this guy. So we have our friends here, the Morden soldiers that are helping us. And they're very helpful actually during the fight because they can take some bullets.
Heavy machine gun.
Okay, that was good. Okay, we're gonna spawn this guy. Wait for him. No, it doesn't have extends. Yeah, no extends the Metal Slug. All Metal Slugs don't have extends. Yeah, not even like the last Metal Slug. So the last Metal Slug was Metal Slug XX, and it's the same principle. Okay, that was good. Yeah, this part is scary because you have to be quick. You have to be quick to killing enemies, and this guy is a pain in the ass. But once you get him here, actually it's very easy. Yeah, so only 3 lives. You have to if you wanna 1cc. Okay, gotta kill this guy. Wait here. There's one sneaky guy that actually goes all the way to the top and then tries to home into you. But we got this.
Heavy machine gun.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna take this. So we're gonna wait for this guy to get actually those bombs.
Shotgun. machine gun.
Here's pretty much memorization. Just wait.
Shotgun.
Kill those enemies here. Nice.
Heavy machine gun. Shotgun.
Okay, we're good. Okay, good section. Okay, we're gonna take this vehicle here. So this vehicle is the first and last time it got introduced in the Metal Slug series. It's a very interesting segment. So we're gonna drill through this part here. The segment is not very difficult. You just need to memorize actually where the enemies are. You have these guys here that are they home into you. They're relatively slow. But once they track you, they actually charge at you at a full speed. So memorizing where they are and attacking them, killing them before them getting into your position is very important. Okay, good. And we're gonna go down. Move to the right. We're gonna have these guys. These guys don't home into you. So some of these bugs home into you, some of them don't. Like these guys will home into you. They will track you. So you just wait for them. Yeah, they're very easy. And since you control the scrolling, it's not too bad. Here we're gonna move to the left, to the right, just to avoid these enemies here. Okay, we're good. Gonna take some intentional damage because we're getting the actually the gas here. You're gonna wait for these guys. Okay, here we're gonna camp. It's relatively a safe spot. Gonna kill these enemies before advancing. Okay, the last wave. So the last wave is relatively tricky because they just try to like home into your position. Okay, here we're gonna use our bombs. And that's it. There we go. So the one thing about the vehicle, if you get 3 hits, you're actually gonna die. It's not like when you pick up, for example, a Metal Slug. Once you lose the vehicle, you can actually get off the vehicle. Here you can't get off the vehicle. You have to like just... Yeah, you just have to take a death. Okay, here we're taking the secret path. Because it's slightly easier actually to go underneath as opposed to on top. Yeah, so this mission actually is... Yeah, you have to take it very slowly. Here, we're just gonna kill this guy, and then spam the 2 machine gun on this guy. And then take care of the grubs. And here we're gonna take the most important weapon for this stage. Yeah, so from now on, we need to make sure not to die. If we die, actually, the 1cc, it's done. There is no recovery. Although I have 1 extra life, but if I don't keep the shotgun, because the problem with that, there is a mid boss actually that's very difficult, and he requires actually a double shotgun. It's kind of a must if you want to get through this game with the 1 credit. Here we're gonna wait for this guy until he shoots. Jump. We're gonna stay here. So these guys are safe. Once you're like in front of them, they have a blind spot, and you can kill them with no problem. Okay, we're gonna wait for here. Okay, this guy. So these one-eyed enemies are very annoying because they take a lot of hits. One of the problems with this stage is that all the enemies actually, they're very tanky. They take way too many hits actually to die. And that's why you can't go quickly in this stage, because enemies have so much HP, and you just have to scroll the screen, you know, very, very slowly. Alright. Gonna switch the weapons. I'll take this. So here, yeah. That's why we're using the 2 machine gun, because we have 2 enemies that are like very tanky. Take a lot of hits. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna take this, this, and this.
2 machine guns.
Okay, we're gonna just wait. Nice. Yeah. Oh, this it's. I would say no, because because this one, although yeah, it's a bit painful, but the fact that you control the scrolling makes it slightly better than Metal Slug's final mission, the third one anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, Metal Slug 3 final mission. The problem is anyway, the biggest complaints are the fact that there's a lot of auto scrollers. So like 10 minutes worth of auto scrollers. This one doesn't have any auto scrollers, so in a way it doesn't feel as long. Although it doesn't feel like very short. But in my opinion, the biggest problem is with Metal Slug 3's final mission is that it has a lot of auto scrollers. This one, although it's actually painful because enemies have too much HP and stuff like that. But overall, it's yeah. Once you know the strategy and everything, you can take your time and you can you can go fast or you can go slow depending how you wanna do it, right? Okay, here we're gonna take care of this guy. Alright, okay, good. This section scares me a little bit. We're gonna use Zainetsu sword. Okay, good. Out of the woods. Nice. Yeah, this part is very scary because so the aliens when they explode they throw grubs, and those grubs actually explode. And when they explode they have iframes, so you can't actually destroy them. That's one of the problems in that one, is that if they get to you very like close to you, you can die. Like you're most likely gonna die. Alright, good. Okay, here we're gonna use the technique of scrolling the screen little by little. Especially against this enemy. So this enemy, yeah, if you scroll the screen, you can hit him, but he can't hit you. Okay, next up. Okay, we're gonna use the Zainetsu sword. That's why it's very important to actually use your weapons in this stage. You have to be very, very methodical in your execution. And with Fio, since she gets 50% more weapons, I find it easier with her. But obviously there are routes for each character, so obviously Fio is not the easy one. It's just that I'm used to her. I know how to. I know the strategies with her. Okay, let's go. So here we're gonna use the shotgun. Oh, I messed up that part. Okay, thankfully, I messed it up. Oh my god. Okay, I got scared. Alright, let's go. Zainetsu sword. 1, 2. Dead. Let's go. Okay. On to the last part, or the final stretch. Okay, these enemies are not very dangerous. But they can be tricky because like if they're not synced. Yeah, we gotta... Oh my god. Yeah, this part is very sketchy. So these enemies don't hit you up until they like do their attack. So they don't have a hitbox up until they do that attack. So they're not too dangerous. All right. This is why we kept the shotgun for that long, because of this. So I hope he cooperates. Even with the shotgun, actually, he can be a jerk. Oh my god, that was oh my god, that was not how I was supposed to do that fight. He was nice. I knew he was gonna do that jank. So usually what he does, he goes on top of you on the platform. I think that was pretty much, you know. He told me, okay, you have a chance for 1cc. All right, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. The 1cc is not free, but we're in very good shape. So we'll see how this thing goes. Okay, first phase of the final boss. So this is the easy part. Okay, so everyone's happy. We think we defeated the final boss. But the Invader King actually is just getting started. So the good thing about this fight is that they give you a slug, which is something I really like. You know, the fact that they give you a slug from the beginning, very good. And you kind of need that. You kind of need that because this fight without the slug, it's pretty much you're dead. Alright, the reason why we kept the Zainetsu sword because it's gonna be helpful for us for a certain phase when he starts to get angry. He's not angry yet, so he does like these attacks that are relatively predictable. But once he starts getting angry, he's gonna do an attack that I despise. Oof. Yeah, that one I was a bit late, but thankfully we got through it. Jump. Okay, starting from the next cycle, I think he's gonna start spamming the... So all the attacks are not very difficult except one attack. Yeah, one attack is very dangerous. So we'll see if he starts doing it right now. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the time when he starts doing that attack. And the Zainetsu sword is actually very helpful because it cancels those bullets. Yeah, if you don't take damage here, it's actually very good. But it's pretty much guaranteed that he's gonna do the attack right now. Yeah. But we have the Zainetsu sword, and if he doesn't give me a bad pattern here... Okay, we'll see. We'll see. He's getting close to actually low health. Okay, good. Oh, that was good. Okay, we'll see now. Okay, so this is good. So once he gets into that final phase, you need to angle your shots in a way. So this way, this is pretty good. I think we got the 1cc. So this is, and then you angle it a little bit 25 degrees, and then you're not gonna get hit. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's a 1cc. Nice, very good run, very good run. All right, and GG. And that's Metal Slug 6. One credit clear with Theo on normal difficulty. And yeah, he didn't even hit us once. Yeah, that was a very good boss fight. All right, final, yeah, and we got the great bonus. The great bonus is 100,000, and I think you get an extra 400. I think with the slug. Yeah, very good Metal Slug. This one actually I rank it personally as maybe in the top 3 of the best Metal Slug games. It has very good stage design. The only thing, the final mission is a bit of a pain, but it's not too bad actually. Yeah, thanks for GG everyone. Yeah, that was a very good run. I couldn't have hoped for a better run actually. And Theo is a very good character actually. I think for beginners, probably Marco is the best, but for like you know, for like people who like Metal Slug games, I think Theo is a very good character. She's the fan favorite. Yeah, thank you guys for amazing run. Yeah, Badrrito, hey, how's it going? One more quarter, how are you? Confused Mike, the opponents, Daniel, Chevrolet, Captain Gordon, Tino Star. Yeah, thank you guys for GG's, everyone who watched, and yeah, gonna let the credit go. That was my my 3rd game. Very happy. 3 out of 3 as of now. I still have 1 game tomorrow to finish off. Very excited about it. But yeah, let's let the credit roll. And yeah, next up is the opponent with Elevator Action Returns. One of my favorite games. Another run and gun. Very good game. And yeah. And thank you for the bits, D4 now for R. Yeah, I like this music, this main theme. Pretty cool. But yeah, except one screen, actually, this game is very fair. To be honest, it's very fair for 1cc purposes. The only place that it's unfair is that stage 4 screen, where they just spam you with enemies left and right. There is a strategy, but that strategy is very tight, so that it's very hard for... If you miss it, you're most likely dead.